Hi, I'm Phil. I'm fat, but I'm not as fat as I used to be 4 months ago. Let me explain. First of all, this is my first time in front of a camera. This is my first video on the channel. It's not my first take. It won't be my last take. Please go easy on me. I'll start off by saying I never expected to do this. I never expected I would sit in front of a camera and post on YouTube. It's not that I'm shy, I'm really not. But it's the thought of being out here in the public domain. It's the thought of someone coming across my video and being able to take the piss out of me, or someone I know seeing it and give me some stick. But the truth is, though, I'm getting to an age where I just don't care anymore. I'm not that bothered what anyone thinks, and someone wants to laugh at me, so be it. Enjoy, have fun. This is for me and anyone else who wants to find out about fat jabs like Mounjaro, and I can document my weight loss on here. And anyway, before any more rambling, let me get into this video and tell you what it's about and what the channel is going to be about going forward. I'll start with a bit of a backstory. Started Mounjaro on the 13th of November 2024, and I weighed 19 stone 10 pound. Now that is 276 pound, or 125 kilos roughly. It's now the 31st of March 2025, and after roughly 18 weeks, I'm sitting at 16 stone 10 pound, which is 234 pound, about 106 kilos, or roughly 3 stone less fat than I was then. Say less fat, as I'm still fat. It's heading in the right direction though. And I thought as a way of sharing my experiences with you guys of Mounjaro, I'd finally commit to starting a channel. And that's more so a way of holding myself accountable. If I'm documenting it, I've got to keep up with it, or I'll let myself down and the channel stops. So I'm going to document my weight loss journey and hopefully reach my goal, which, stupidly, I've not yet set. Anyway, for me, weight's always been an issue. In my mid-20s, I stopped exercising, started eating and drinking more, got lazier, drove more, didn't walk anywhere, no public transport really, and it really started to snowball from there onwards. And that, coupled with the fact that I've got little or no willpower when it comes to dieting. I've got willpower for other things I really enjoy or like or want to stick to, but with dieting, I've just got no willpower. And I'm also absolutely brilliant at making up excuses for my failures. It's probably a superpower of mine. So I got to the point last year, though, where I was sick to death of how uncomfortable I felt, and I'd hit nearly 20 stone. I was 19 stone 13, just 1 pound shy of 20 stone. 19 stone, 13 pounds of uncomfortable, sweaty, lazy, irritated, sluggish, unmotivated, fat. That's what I was, and that's how I felt. I wasn't sure which fad diet I was going to try this time, or attempt an old one that I'd done to try and lose some more weight again. I knew whichever I chose, though, honestly, it would last a week, 2 max, and it would fail. When I go through these fads, I do like a lot of us do, and I scour the internet or YouTube for some sort of motivation or inspiration. One channel I always watch, regardless though whether I'm trying to lose weight or not, or I'm feeling motivated, is a guy called Mark Lewis. Some of you watching this, if anyone's watching this, might know Mark's channel. I really like his videos. I love his humour, and I watch his videos regularly. I'll stick a link in the description below. You can check out Mark Lewis. I'd really recommend giving it a good watch. But at the time I was thinking about taking fat jabs, Mark put up a video on fat jabs, Mounjaro in this case, which was lucky for me. And it was the final push I needed to commit. I'd been looking into fat jabs for a while. I'd been looking into the facts and figures and statistics behind it, but I hadn't made my mind up. Mark's video made me commit and push me over the edge. So that week, I got the prescription sorted. Took my first jab on the 13th of November with all sorts of worries flashing through my mind. What will it do to me? Will I be able to eat anything? Will I feel exhausted? Will I have any significant health issues? Will it result in me losing weight? But mostly, would I shit myself in work? Now, I did all sorts of rumours and all scary stories like that I'd heard over the weeks researching it. And as most people would, I was extremely nervous. I'd been given a tip from a friend, though, if I did take it, then to take it just before I went to bed to minimise any potential side effects. And that's exactly what I did on the 13th of November. So the next morning, 14th of November, I wake up, usually with hunger pains, none this morning. Thought that's a good start, good sign. Laid in bed for a bit, didn't want to tempt fate. I was hoping maybe there's nothing wrong. I'm going to sit up and I'm going to finally get out of bed. I did this and I was waiting for a wave of nausea or dizziness or something to hit me or just some kind of reaction. It never came. And from that morning onwards, I have not looked back. I mean, I failed in some areas, and we'll get into that in future videos, but the jab for me has been nothing short of a miracle. I don't think about food. I don't get hungry. I don't crave food. Again, more on this when it comes to my failings. Most importantly, though, I'm full of energy. I've got so much energy for the kids. The scales continue to go in the right direction, and everything is on a positive at the moment for me. Throughout the next few videos, I'll cover what happened when I first started with Mounjaro for those first 3 months, what I ate, how it made me feel, what impact I had in everyday life, how it impacted family life, work life, social life, sex life, every aspect of my life in general has been impacted by Mounjaro. And I'll share this with you, and you can make your own mind up and see if it's something you want to try for yourself. Speaking of making your mind up, that's exactly what you need to do. Anything I say in this video and future videos is my own beliefs and my own experiences, and I have none, absolutely zero medical background or knowledge. So please make sure you don't use anything I say in this video or again in future videos as any kind of medical advice. At the end of the day, it's a medication. We all react differently to different medicines. So please seek proper medical advice and consultation before you think about trying a fat jab for yourself. But for me, this wonder drug, as it often gets touted, it works well. I'm going to be on for a good while longer. In future videos, as well as telling you how the first 3 months went, I'll be giving you regular updates on how the last week or two's been since the previous video, the current weight I'm at when I'm recording the video, and things I've been doing like exercise, diet, and anything else that's impacted me whilst I've been on the fat jab. Speaking of which, I bought a Garmin watch just this week to track runs and workouts, and I'll share with you in some of those videos how that went. So far, I've been on 2 runs over the last 2 days. This is the first time I've done any exercise really while being on the jab. I'll share what impact that has, whether it impacts me tiredness, fatigue, energy levels, how it makes me feel, but most importantly, does it impact the scales anymore? The videos will hopefully help me stick to the exercise too, as you can hold me accountable and let me know when I'm slacking off, which I know for a fact will happen, but it will give me that little bit of kick and motivation to keep going and keep doing it. I've the next few videos planned out of, what basically roughly I'm going to cover, but I think I'll also add a question section in where possible, because you might have lots of questions and I had lots of questions, and it's hard to find the right answers, and I always find it useful to get multiple people's opinions and views, because obviously it differs for everyone. But if you've got any questions from this video to be answered in the next video, leave it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them when that next video comes around. Like I said in the beginning, this is all new to me, so the format and the focus of the videos may change a little as I try and figure out, how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do, what you guys might like, what you want to see me cover. I'm like I asked at the beginning, please have a bit of patience. It's a learning curve for me, but we can all learn together. And if anyone's actually watched this to the end, then truly thank you. And I'll see you next time, which I will be covering my first month, so the 13th of November to the 13th of December on Mounjaro, what impact that had to me on my weight, plus what I've been up to this week, any exercise, any dietary issues, any side effects, and what the scales say. Thanks, bye.